fuckers. Oh, that wasn't cool. Maybe I should try something else. What's up, bitches? No, that doesn't seem right either. Should I just do the channel thing? Alright. Hello, my society rejects, and happy Halloween. Now, I'm going to do a top 10 list, and I could do a top 10 list of any horror movie franchise like Nightmare on Elm Street or Friday the 13th, but of course I'm going to do Halloween. I don't know where the original one is. Halloween. And I'm going to do a top 10 of my favorite Halloween movies, like my Michael Myers movies, and you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, this is just my opinion, so let's get on with it. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of shit for this, but I put this as number 10 for a reason. Number 10 is Halloween 3, only because it has nothing to do with the rest of the franchise. It's completely different. I mean, that's good. It's a good movie. It's a pretty good movie, except the fact that they chose to put Halloween 3 and have it do nothing with the original storyline and nothing to do with any of the other movies at all. It's completely different, is why I think that this one is at number 10, just because, I mean, they could have put it as a different title, a different name, whatever, and it would have been amazing. But the fact that they put it as Halloween 3 and then never referenced it or never did anything with it for the entire rest of the franchise is why Halloween 3 is number 10. Number 9 on the list, and you have no idea how hard this is to do a top 10 list because I love all of these movies, but number 9 I am going to give to Halloween 6 because it's just the fact that it was only a few years after the 5th movie and Jamie's already grown up and all that. Like, it's a movie and it's gonna be like, oh, this is in the future, whatever, but the fact is that, like, I don't know, it seems weird not being really realistic to me. However, this is a really good movie, and it came out the year that I was born, and so I love that. And the fact that this was Donald Pleasence's last movie that he was actually in before he died, playing as Dr. Samuel Loomis, that was really great. But something about this movie is just, I don't know, it's just about people living in Michael Myers' old house, and it's not really anything else to do with the family or anything besides Jamie. And Paul Rudd is in this movie. He plays as Tommy, who is supposed to be the little boy in the first movie, and I think that's awesome. But be that as it may, this one is number 9 on my list. Number 8 on my list will have to be Halloween 8, Halloween Resurrection, sorry. And it follows on from the storyline of H2O, and I think that's great. The fact that you finally have a little bit of closure, and Laurie dies in this movie, spoiler alert, I think that's really cool, and they all are investigating the Myers house, and it's supposed to be a setup, but Michael is actually alive, and he is actually killing everybody. That seems pretty awesome to me. Like, he's just back and showing people what they deserve, and they don't. But the thing with that is that it doesn't have a whole lot to do with the story besides, Jamie, or not Jamie. I saw Jamie Lee Curtis and I thought Jamie, but Laurie, the fact that she's in the beginning of the movie and then the rest of the movie is just them, like, investigating stuff, I mean, that's cool, but I don't know, I feel like if it had something to do with, like, oh, Michael's finally getting revenge, like, more revenge on somebody who, somebody in his family, but he's basically killed everybody in his family by this point. So, this is number 8 on my list. Now, if I were to do a top 10 list of, like, the scariest Halloween movies and the most frightening, then this next one would definitely be high up there. But this is like overall story wise and everything. But number 7, I'm going to give to the very first Rob Zombie Halloween, because I mean I enjoyed it a lot, but I kind of enjoyed the older ones better. This is like reinventing the story, and I think that's awesome. Rob Zombie did a hell of a good job. I love Rob Zombie and his movies, and I love this movie so much. It is a little bit, more like swearing and stuff like that than I would like. However, that's perfectly, fine too. The fact that the girl that played Jamie in the movies plays as Annie in this movie, I thought was fucking awesome that she came back. And this movie is really great. I recommend all of the Halloween movies actually, but this one I really enjoyed, and this one is number 7 on my list. Number 6 on my list, following the first Rob Zombie film, would probably be the second Rob Zombie film. This one is just as good as the first one, if not better. It's really great. I really love this movie, and it's terrifying, and it's gross and gory, and it's amazing. I love this movie so much. But again, with, following the storyline, I mean, it's great with that, except, like I said, this is my personal list, and I personally like watching the older ones better. However, a reinvention of that, making it much scarier, making it much, more terrifying, is amazingly awesome, and I love Rob Zombie for doing this. And so, number 6 is Halloween 2 by Rob Zombie. Number 5 would have to be Halloween 5. 1, because it's funny, and 2, because, well, it follows the storyline very well, except something I didn't like about the movie is that Michael Myers survives explosion. He falls through a mine shaft, and they throw a bunch of stuff in there and make it explode and all that, and he somehow crawls out of that and makes it okay, and then, he shows up to this dude's house and with a mask on and tries to strangle him, and the guy's like, oh, this guy's trying to kill me, but instead of turning him into the police, I'll just keep him at my house and take care of him, That's really, I don't know, I find that kind of lame. Like, why would that guy do that? And, I don't know, it's a really good movie, and the fact that also there's a guy who walks around, he's got steel-toed boots on and a hat and a leather jacket, and you never really find out who it is until the sixth movie. I guess it's supposed to be the guy who works at Smith's Grove. God, I cannot talk today. Smith's Grove. But, again, spoiler alert. But the fact that you just see this guy and you never figure out, you never see him, you never know who he is, that kind of bothers me. And so Halloween 5 is number 5. Number 4 is going to have to be number 4. Again, that's just because, I thought it'd be funny. And also, just because, Michael comes back and he's going to kill his niece that he never really knew that he had, which I guess he was just returning to return, and then he found out that he had a niece, and so that's what started the whole movie pretty much. Like, he was still alive and he could have killed him and whatever just for no reason, and then come back and killed people for no reason, but he finds out that he has a niece, and then that's the reason he comes and kills people. And that's, I don't know, I don't really have much to say about this movie besides that it is an amazing movie. And again, if you guys have the chance to watch any of the Halloween movies, I definitely recommend them for Halloween because they are amazing and I love them so much. But number 4 is Halloween 4. Number 3, I don't know why I'm doing this, but, just go with it. Number 3, I would have to give to Halloween H2O. Because it goes back to the original storyline, and I think that's fucking awesome. So, Michael Myers finds out that his sister that he tried killing in the first 2 movies was never dead. And she's seeing him, like, everywhere, and she's all paranoid. And he finds out that she is alive, and so he goes to find her and, finish what he started, tries to kill her off. But, I mean, already spoilers, that doesn't happen in this movie, and it's got LL Cool J. I don't know why I find that cool. But, this movie also, like, Michael's going after Laurie after 20 years, and he's going after her son, and that's terrifying, and I find it awesome, and that card just ruined my shot, but whatever, fuck it. Halloween H2O is number 3. I'm sure you guys all saw this coming. Halloween 2 is number 2. Because it's following the original storyline, which is amazing. And something I don't like in this movie, however, is that in the original movie, Dr. Loomis, shoots Michael Myers 6 times. But when it's re-showing that in Halloween 2, he shoots him 7 times, I believe. 7 or 8, I think it's 7. He shoots him 7 times, and he's running around saying, I shot him 6 times, but, like, in this movie, it shows him shooting, like, you can hear 7 gunshots. I love this movie because it's, like I said, it's following the original movie. He finds out that she's in the hospital, and he comes to try and kill her, and the fact that nobody can do anything until, like, the very end of the movie makes it more, climactic and makes it more interesting, because, a final showdown. And so that's why Halloween 2 is number 2. Okay, so I'm sure you guys were all expecting this from the very beginning of the video, but number 1 is the very first Halloween. This is my absolute favorite Halloween movie, just because it's the original, and nothing, like, no movie had done what Halloween had done when it came out. It was original, nobody had tried, the babysitter Halloween thing, and it's just got so many, like, Halloween elements and horror movie elements that throw in there, like, yeah, this is a great great horror movie. I like it because, he's going after his sister, he finds out he has a sister, and going after, everybody in town, and this one is my all-time favorite. I love watching this one so much, and so Halloween 1 is number 1. That was my top 10 list of Halloween movies. If you didn't agree with me, I'm sorry. That was just my opinion, as I said. But thank you guys so much for watching, and happy Halloween. I absolutely love you guys, and Society Rejects is definitely back, and I'm going to try to upload every Tuesday. And for those of you who are watching this on my personal channel, I love you guys as well. Definitely go check out the Society Rejects channel, because it is definitely worth it with all the video games and vlogs, and Andrea, I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but all of her singing, and she's really good, and everybody on the channel is amazing, and you should definitely check them out, because it'll definitely help us out. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, we love you, and see you guys, I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Yeah. See ya.